Well, today we're going to be making a lovely leg of lamb on the rotisserie. Normally in South Africa, it's a huge tradition to have leg of lamb on Christmas Day. Put it on the rotisserie and you baste it now and then with lovely herbs and spices. And we're going to be using a Greek dressing. And enjoy your time with your friends and your family. And it's really a festive way to make rotisserie lamb, and it imparts a lovely smokiness onto your lamb. We're going to be making all the sides that you can imagine with this leg of lamb: broccoli and cauliflower with bechamel cheese sauce, potato rosti, honey-glazed carrots, and a delicious fresh salad that's got beetroot in, rocket, feta, and pumpkin. We're going to be making the most amazing garlic, almost confit garlic, with a mixture of tomatoes. Well, it's time to get stuck in. Let's have a chilled out day making this delicious leg of lamb, and see you at the end of it. Yeah, I'm going to cut up about 4 rations of bacon here. Take a paring knife or take a knife, and what you want to do is you just jab it so that you can put your finger in there, right? You want to get all the herbs in there. So you're going to be making these incisions all over the lamb, and you're going to be stuffing it with the bacon and the herbs and rubbing all those lovely goodness and flavors in there. So now that we've made about 150 holes in there, no, I'm kidding, not that many. I'd say there's around about 10 to 15 holes in here. We can spice it up. We're going to put a generous amount of garlic salt on both sides. And we've got a lovely mix of Italian herbs that we made. Basically it's thyme, oregano, salt, black pepper, and rosemary. Just sprinkle that all over there. Grinding of salt, grinding of black pepper. Now you take your little bacon pieces and those holes that you made, you just want to shove them closed, basically sealing it and imparting a lovely bacon flavor into the lamb itself. That's going to be delicious. And you can also sliver some garlic in there and shove it in there as well. We've done it that way many times and it tastes delicious. It's just today we're going to be making that confit garlic that we're going to have with the tomatoes and the lamb. That's why we haven't used that method today. All right, give this a shake. Let's pour that over there. Let's get that into the lovely holes there that we've made. Fill this delicious juice up in there. That guy is now ready to be put on the rotisserie. So let's get that part going. Okay, so let's get it skewered on this lovely skewing mechanism. Okay, that'll hold, that'll do. All right, take this part and just secure him over there. All right, and there we go. Silent it. That's it. Let's move him over and just pop it in the rotisserie. Lean it on there and turn the gadget on and let it do its wonders. And now we're going to make the herb brush, so that we can every now and then dose it. We'll be dosing it I would say every 10 minutes or so, just to make sure that the skin doesn't burn and also to flavor the meat. Take some of these garden herbs of ours, just put them in the center like that. Some rosemary, some thyme. Tie it up. Here we go. We've got our lovely little basting brush. So let's get on to making the basting sauce. So our cheat, Greek dressing and half a lemon, some of our own herbs, a teaspoon of sugar. All right, let's just mix that up and let's give it a baste. And there we go. So we're going to repeat this process for the next 2.5 hours. Well, 2 to 2.5 hours. We'll check it out and see how it goes and how firm the meat is, and take it from there. With about an hour and a half left to go, before the lamb is done, we are going to start prepping our sides. But for now, we can just chill out. Look at that. Fantastic. He's going to go into that garlic confit little dish that we're going to make. This guy looks very good as well. Look at that. Nice. Excellent. This lovely lamb has been going on for an hour and a half. It is looking delicious. Give it a last basting there. Get some flames activated. There we go. And let's get this ready. Put some coals on there. And now we're going to do the broccoli and cauliflower bake. But first we need to make a bechamel sauce. So to this we add 2 tablespoons of butter and a sprinkling, which is around about 3 tablespoons as well. Alright, so let's get that roux going over these coals. Get that activated very quickly. So that looks good. Let's get some milk in there. So it's about half a cup of milk. Let's get that going in there. Alright, I think we can put the grid on now. Okay, now it's time for the cheese. Here I've got about a cup of cheese. So it's bechamel with a cheesy sauce that we're making. Lovely, that's looking fantastic. Alright, and all we do here is we pour it over. Oh, saucy deliciousness. And now we are going to be adding some lovely toasted almonds, and the same proportion of almonds, the same proportion of lovely breadcrumbs, already made breadcrumbs. This is around about 200 grams or so. Some salt for flavoring and a sprig of thyme. That's it. Just mix that up together. That's looking fantastic. All right, just lay it on top. Not wasting anything, all on top there. Right, now we can close the lid. One dish done. Let's get onto the grid, just on the side, and let's get the lid on that. It's going to bake for around about an hour because it's low and slow. I don't have hot coals there at all. And then we can get started on the pumpkin. The pumpkin, very simple. Into the tray, some olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a little bit of salt. Now this we want to bake for the next few, say 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so, just so that it can cool down and we can get that lovely char, that lovely caramel bits onto it. And then we can take it off, allow it to cool. Then this will be ready for the beetroot and pumpkin salad later. All right, but for now, we're going to get that lid on there, going to get stuck into the lovely carrots. Let's get this lovely mixture of carrots in there. We didn't peel these at all. Nice and rustic. All right, so let's get some butter in there. So to this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and a copious amount of brown sugar, which is about 4 tablespoons, because we want that caramel flavor, right? We want it to bubble and go deliciously brown and lovely like that. Here we add 2 tablespoons of honey, and to this, we're adding 2 cups of water. That batter is going to mix with the sugars in the syrup, and that flavor is just going to bubble up into the carrots, and they're going to turn beautiful and caramel. Well, we hope so, but you have to monitor it and see. Let's get it in here. You can see the pumpkin's busy boiling there at a lovely temperature. Yeah, let's get that closed up. So now we're going to get stuck into the confit garlic and roasted tomato dish. Well, why these combinations? Well, this lovely excuse to use our tomatoes in this dish we just could not resist. And tomatoes with lamb is actually incredible. It adds this lovely acidic taste to break through that fattiness of the lamb. It just is a perfect pairing. It is amazing and is a must try. So let's show you how easy this is. First of all, 2 garlic heads. Just create this beautiful picture. Look at that. A few red tomatoes, orange tomatoes. Let's put this over there. Look at that. Isn't that colorful? Isn't that like a masterpiece? There we go. Delicious. All right. Grate in the salt, some brown sugar. This will help with that caramel flavor as well for the lovely tomatoes when they bake down into that lovely caramelly sauce. And for something different, some balsamic vinegar. That is going to be incredibly delicious. That is about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then we've got some amazing fennel seeds. And fennel seeds adds a lovely, almost licorice flavor to it. So not too much of this. We've got a half a teaspoon of fennel seeds and a touch of chili flakes. So if you don't like your chili flakes, don't add them. But here we're going to add just a half a teaspoon of chili flakes. And for that confit style, I'm going to add around about a half cup of olive oil. How gorgeous is that? Have you ever seen such an amazing piece of artwork that's in the form of the food that we're making? And we forgot to put some thyme on, so let's get that thyme on there as well. So right, we're aiming for holiday Christmas flavors, and for Christmas flavors we always add rosemary, thyme, garlic. Those are the flavors you're looking for. And thyme and tomatoes are like the best buddies. They just taste amazing. All right, let's get this guy on. There we go. Yes, bubbling nicely. Okay, yeah. Get it to a bubble now, hopefully in the next, say 10 to 15 minutes. All right, let's get prepping on our next dish. Okie dokie, we are so close to being done. We've been enjoying some Formula One today. We've been enjoying a little bit of a dip in the pool to cool us down. We are on the last stretch, peeling the potatoes and making the potato rosti. Okay, let's just get these 4 potatoes peeled. All right, so let's get grating these potatoes, and then we're going to add some salt in them to draw out that moisture. Otherwise, we're not going to have a crispy potato rosti. We've left these potatoes in here for quite a while, 5 minutes or so, and you can squeeze it out in a tea towel. But this works just as well. Wow! Look at the amount of liquid in there. All right, so we are ready to get this onto the grill. But first, we need to take all these goodies out. We've checked on them every now and then, going for about 45 to 50 minutes. We've upped the coals, put more coals on. Oh, look at that. Lovely caramelized garlic and tomatoes, bubbly, like they own the show. And these are ready as well. Let's just check them out. Oh wow, this lovely roasted crispiness. Okay, let's get them off and onto the deck over here. There we go. Look at this deliciousness. There we go. Great, looking fantastic. All right, so I think we're going to do them directly on the heat. Let's just feel that. No, I've got some coals going there. I might have to drop it, but let's first get it started. We can take it further from there. So, into this, we add 2 tablespoons of butter and a little drizzle, about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Let's get that on there, melted and incorporated. Okay, so my coals have done very well. It's melting the butter, but I need a blast of heat here, right? So we are going to take this grill off, put it directly on the coals. Good, now that we've got a bubble going there, put these guys in and spread them out. Nice. Spread them out right to the corners, spread them out evenly. Press down with your spoon. Tuck the corners in like that. I think it's a good time to test our readiness of our lamb. Shove it right down there deep. Now generally, if you're looking at this size lamb, 2 kilograms, you're looking at around about 2.5 to 3 hours. And then you're looking for about a mediumness, which will be around about 65 degrees. There we go, I think it is perfect. Let's take it off and let's get it rested. Well, we are done. We've got our temperature just perfect. Let's take this guy off. There we go. Look at that. Oh, the smell that's coming from here is incredible. And look at the lovely brownness that we got from it, from charring it over the flames. Perfect. Delicious. Scrumptious. And now, look at that. Look at that monster. Okay, let's get it slid off there. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we need to let this guy rest. Resting is the most important part of the process. You have to let that meat just rest, come to peace with itself, and absorb that flavor back inside. It's been roasting hard. It's been doing a good job. And this is where your tenderness comes out, by letting your meat rest. Okay, we are going to let that rest for 20 to 25 minutes. All right, so let's get these in the oven. Okay, well, now we have probably come to a point where we need to flip this guy. I can see the edges are turning gnarly and looks nice and crispy. Okay, let's just put the plate over there like that. And ta-da! Oh, look. Oh, it's amazing when it turns out like that, right? You just have to monitor it, that's all. Okay, let's get some butter and oil in that. Let's get this beauty back in there. Oh, yes. Well, we're almost done, guys. Right, about another 5 to 10 minutes on that, and then we can start plating up. I can't wait for this Christmas lunch. We're almost at the end, and it's going to be incredible. All right, let's get that salad going. We are almost there. Let's get that salad going right now. Okay, dokes, now to assemble the pumpkin salad with a lovely rocket. All right, let's chuck the rocket in there. This is a whole bag of rocket. Let's get this lovely, gnarly pumpkin. Look at that. Delicious, soft and tender. Wonderful, yummy. Let's get that in there. Look at that. Our very own beetroot, grown from our very own yard. So this was last year's crop, and quite successful. You just put them in with a little bit of vinegar, some sugar. Okey-doke, so let's get that feta in there, just the normal plain. Okay, decided to get squirted with feta over there. Let's just chuck this feta in, break it up in crumbles. There we go, like that. And now we are going to put in some lovely balsamic crema. It's a nice sweet dressing. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. That should be more than enough. Okay, so now that we've got the last dish assembled, let's get everything out onto this table. Let's carve up the lovely lamb and let's dish some lovely spread out onto our plates. Well, look at this spread, worthy of a Christmas lunch. Incredible, lovely beetroot, pumpkin salad, lovely rosti, delicious lamb roast spit, and here we've got a lovely, oh, look at that, delicious broccoli and cauliflower bake with breadcrumbs, delicious, and the carrots, perfect, lovely caramel sauce, and this confit garlic with these delicious tomatoes. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, let's get carving this lamb. Right, let's slice into there. Oh, look at that. Looking nice, lovely and tender. Look at that bacon. Look at that bacon. You see that bacon there? Delicious. Oh yes, lovely and tender, perfectly done. All right, I think that's a nice little taster for me, and we'll carve up the rest for the rest of the family just now. Let's get this beautiful lamb dished up. There we go. Move it onto our plate over there. Yes. Potato rosti. Oh, yes. So nice and crispy. Now, you can cut it in pizza slices. You can cut it however you want to. Move that on the side over there. Look at that. Get some of those nice greens in there. Some nice beetroot. Wow. Look at this. Lovely cauliflower and broccoli bake. Let's get a mix of carrots in there for some color. Oh my lord, I'm running out of space. Let's throw some lovely sauce on there. Oh, delicious. And we're gonna tuck in there with some lovely confit garlic. Look at those tomatoes. Look at those tomatoes. Oh, yes. And the lovely confit garlic. Look at that. Oh, jewels. Lovely little pulls of garlic coming out there. Let's just squeeze them on there. Oh, let's just squeeze them, get them out. Oh, look at that. See, that's why we didn't stuff the lamb with garlic, because these little guys are just magical on a dish. Look at that. Oh, fantastic. Well, look at that plate. If you're going to dish this plate up on Christmas Day, everyone is going to enjoy it. Everyone's going to love it. This is a lovely, amazing Christmas lunch. Look at that. All right, and then for the English person in me, well, we're going to do some mint jelly. Now, I could have made a gravy, right? And I was thinking about it, but I love mint jelly, and that's my go-to. You guys might like something else. And let me know your favorite sauce with lamb. Let's tuck in there. Well, I know my first one I'm going to go for is straight right into the lamb. Okay. It's tender. It's lovely and pink. All right, let's taste it without the mint chili. That flavor of the lamb is just something you can't get if you don't smoke it, if you don't braai it, if you don't put it on the rotisserie over smoky coals. It is incredible. It is delicious. I have to give this one a go. Now we're gonna have our pizza slice of rosti. I might even say better than roasted potatoes. Look at this, tuck into this lovely tomatoes. Oh man, this sweetness from those tomatoes. You have to pair this up. You have to pair sweetness from the tomato with the lamb. I'm telling you, you don't need sauce. You just need that lovely roasted tomato with this garlic. Oh my goodness. This is incredible, to die for. If there's anything that you have to try, it is that combination. Then we've got this delicious cauliflower and bechamel with this delicious breadcrumbs over and almonds. Amazing. And this carrots, glazed carrots, honey-glazed carrots. Fantastic. I mean, there's so much flavor here, so much variation, and so many different complementing flavors that are coming out here. Then we've got a fresh rocket salad with a roasted pumpkin. Ah, look at that. Oh, come on, beetroot. Where are you? Ah, there we go. Beetroot. There we go. The freshness is what you need after those rich flavors of the lamb. But I have to go in for the lamb again. Okay, let's get some garlic in there and one of those lovely roasted tomatoes. Look at that. That is the perfect bite. You are going to be famous after making this Christmas lunch. If you enjoy this amazing braai and this rotisserie, like and subscribe and follow us on Travel, Trails and Tastes. To the next braai. Cheers.